Hello, this is just a quick video on to go over our Blackboard site and some of the elements of this particular course. So you have a better idea. There's not an actual syllabus, but I do have a course schedule. Of course, we'll go over that and some of the important dates for this particular semester. So by now, most of you have begun your internship. As I am recording this, this is May 14th, and this is the first day. So hopefully everything went well on your first day or your first couple days of your internship. So let's go over some of the things you'll need to do for the particular course outside of actually showing up to your internship. So here's our Blackboard site, and what we're going to do here, and there's only a couple tabs that are really all that important to you. So let's first go to the syllabus. Here on the syllabus site, we have, of course, my contact information. Many of you are, of course, not around Muncie during the summer, though some of you are. But if you are and you want to come see me, of course, many of you know where I'm at. I'm in the department. We'll be doing most of our communication through my email address right there. We have a WebEx link. I've created a room for us. So if you want to talk to me, and you're, of course, at not necessarily at your site, but wherever you are residing this summer, you can schedule an appointment with me and, of course, click the link, follow the directions below, and we'll meet face-to-face through WebEx. So that's a function that some of you may very well find useful. And then, of course, probably the most important thing is the course schedule. Here, of course, May 14th is the first day of the internship. This Friday, your introductions are due. As far as on the discussion board, we'll get to that in a minute. And here's a list of due dates on your activity reports. And then June 18th is our midterm meeting. That's a Monday. I haven't gotten us a room, but generally we like to do it in the Alumni Center. I'll send out an announcement with the exact location of the midterm meeting a little later on in the semester. But it is scheduled for 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It may very well not go to 4 p.m., but we have it scheduled for that long. Everyone is required to attend in person the midterm meeting, except I believe one of you. Distance generally dictates, and we generally think about a 4 or 5 hour radius. Those need to come in, and then we can WebEx anyone that is further away. I know we have one in Washington, D.C., so of course they will not be making that trek back here to Muncie for the midterm meeting, which is no problem. Here on July 13th, which is a week before the internship is over, the semester's over, your site evaluation is due. You'll see right here below is the site evaluation form. Feel free to send this, download it, and send it to your site supervisor. Of course, we ask that they, of course, not fill it out until the end of the semester, or at least just before July 13th. 5 days later, on Wednesday, July 18th, your final report's due. You don't know much about the final report now. Understandably, that is something we cover in great detail during the midterm meeting. In fact, most of our time in the midterm meeting is really going over that final report. And then July 20th is the last day of the semester, last day of your internship. So I have your final report due a few days before that. Just so I can get all 20, I think it's 25 of them graded, so I can get a grade to the registrar's office by the following Wednesday. Here is the internship site evaluation. Just click on it and see if we can pull it up. You'll see it here, and your site supervisor fills this out and then sends it back to me. And this is part of your grade. Of course, it's not the entire grade. but it does fix into your grade. Okay, so we have that. We don't have anything down in course content. What we have is our program objectives. So you can come down here and you can see the overall objectives for the particular course. So be sure to read over those and some of the UCC Tier 3 objectives. So take a look at that. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. You'll spend most of your time on this site under discussion and activity reports. Right here, of course, I'll give you instructions. You can, of course, read over that. It's graded by a rubric. Inside of that, here is what you'll be filling out this week, the introduction and check-in. So you'll just click on the link and post. Here with the activity reports, you'll click on them and you will fill out your journal entry. Obviously, these dates are incorrect. And I do apologize, but I can't seem to edit this. So mind the course schedule, not the actual date seen here. I do apologize for that. But what can you do? And here are the questions you are filling out. And of course, the 500-word minimum. Be sure that you're grammatically correct. You're thorough in your posts. That's all part of the rubric. And ultimately goes into your final grade. Moving forward into the midterm meeting, I have a couple things posted here. I'll continue to post within the midterm meeting as necessary, but we have an agenda and we have the midterm meeting presentation that I'll be covering. Feel free to review it beforehand. But this is ultimately going to walk us through what we're going to go over in the midterm meeting. Okay, and lastly, the final report. We have some final report information in here and some not in here. I don't generally fill in a lot of the stuff for the final report until after the midterm meeting. What we really like to see is you concentrate on the internship, get acclimated, start working your assignments and all of that as far as for your internship site. And then afterwards, once you're really acclimated, by the time the midterm meeting, then you really get started on the report. So that this particular link will start getting filled in at a later date. So keep that in mind. Other than that, there's not much else to the Blackboard site and what is necessary for me. I encourage you, strongly encourage you to complete all activity reports on time and all assignments. Generally speaking, missing an assignment will be deducted from your grade about a third. So an A will be moved down to an A minus and so forth and so on. So keep that in mind. This particular course, although generally the students do very well in it, it is not a guaranteed A. You have to do the work and you have to do a good job at the site. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me, set up a WebEx link, and keep an eye on the course schedule. Nothing from that should change. I do not anticipate that changing. So that's pretty much set in stone unless somebody tells me at the Alumni Center that June 18th is a terrible time for the midterm meeting. Then we'll have to adapt, but I don't anticipate that. I'm sure we're going to be able to find a place on campus to meet for that particular day. Okay. Take care and good luck and enjoy your internship.